Hey, Mrs. Smith here. I really miss you guys. I'm really hoping that I can be back on Monday. I think it is looking like that's probably what's going to happen. Hopefully you guys are watching these videos in the right order. You should be watching this one first thing on Thursday, January 20. I am going to do this small little video where I'm going to give you guys some kind of general reminders for the week since we're kind of wrapping up. I'm also going to do the setup for the notes on the political parties so that you've got your pages ready to roll and you know how you're going to take the notes. And then I'll do a separate video where I go through the PowerPoint on the political parties, and that will be super short and quick. So reminders. We need to make sure that you guys really are utilizing Thursday and Friday to get everything done for the week. I really, I can't stress this enough to you that when I come in next Monday, I need all of this Q3, week 3 stuff to be done, 100% completed, ready to go, and ready to move forward because we've got stuff that we're doing in week 4 and we need to keep progressing. So I'm going to do a quick roll through on Monday. New Nation unit pages. You also got introduced to the new map that you need to be memorizing and working on. And within this lesson link right here, you had the instructions for the unit pages. Those were going on 108 through 110 and updating your table of contents. We'll update the full table of contents when I get back with everything that you're doing this week. Here is the link for that new online practice map quiz that includes Chef Mimel, the Mimel States. That is going to be the map for your next unit test, and we'll talk about that next week when I'm there. Other things that you need to remember, don't forget about your extra credit opportunities. Those are all due next Friday. Okay, if you want to balance out that Constitution test grade, I highly suggest you take some time over the next week and get one of those extra credit opportunities done. I am going to do test corrections next week, but a lot of you, even with corrections, are going to have really low test grades, and I am super highly suggesting that you do one of these extra credit opportunities to balance that out. The extra credit does not take very long to do. It's pretty easy. It's very self-guided, and you get a lot of choice options in it. So word to the wise, listen to me, kids. If you are even worried about that test grade, you need to do an extra credit project over the next week, okay? So that's from Monday. From Tuesday, you were starting out with this video, but you can skip that at this point because that was just giving you guidance for the week. This was the first part of the George Washington notes, and it went with the first fill in the blank page. That gets glued in on 111. And then probably Wednesday, maybe part of Tuesday, part of Wednesday, you got that second part of the fill in the blank notes for George Washington. And you started with the part 2 video here and then wrapped it up with part 3. That page goes in on 112 in your ISN. And then for sure on Wednesday, you should have done money cycle notes. There were 2 fill in the blank pages and 2 illustrations that went along with that. Here's part 1 video on the notes. Here's part 2 video on filling in the blanks. Those fill in the blank pages are 113 and 114. And then on 115, you should have the money cycle illustration. And then on 116, you should have that illustration for protective tariffs. And then we are rolling in to political parties for Thursday. This video that I'm recording right now will be with this link right here. Watch this video first. And then that second video about just the political parties is going to be a second video that'll link right here. You are going to take these notes directly into your ISN on pages 117 and 118. I want on page 117, I want that whole page to only be focused on the Federalists, which is one of the political parties that we're going to talk about, okay? And you're just going to keep all those Federalist notes on page 117. You can put a space between each of the categories that we're going to talk about. And then on 118, you're going to put the notes on the other political party, which was the Democratic Republicans. And you can put a space again between each of the categories as well. But you have to be certain that you are getting all of the Federalist notes on 117 and all of the Democratic Republican notes on 118. I'm going to tell you right now that when I go through the PowerPoint and the notes, I'm going to go pretty quickly on each slide. So if I were you, I would listen to me kind of discussing each slide. And then at the end of each slide, when I'm done talking, I'll tell you to pause. I would pause at that point, add that information into your notes, hit play again, and listen to the next slide before writing it in. There's only 4 total slides. So it shouldn't take you very long, even pausing between slides and actually stopping and listening to me talk through it before you take your notes, okay? If you get finished with these political party notes on Thursday and you are caught up on everything else, again, I'm going to suggest that you spend the rest of your class time either working on that new map and or working on one of those extra credit projects. Okay, super important for you guys to understand that. You really need to take advantage of that opportunity while you can. Okay, so if questions come up, please message me, please email me. I've had plenty of kids doing that this week. I don't mind answering those questions. I actually appreciate it because it tells me that you're engaged and really following through. But the next video is specifically going to be the political party notes. And then tomorrow I will make sure for Friday that I post the notes for George Washington's farewell. That will be even shorter than the political party notes. Okay. Also a reminder that tomorrow, Friday, remember, is our first early release Friday for the quarter. So remember that your class periods will only be 30 minutes each. So when you come into history class, you better be on the ball, ready to go, get your computer, get your ISN, get going. Okay. I really miss you guys. I hope that you're hanging in there. I hope that you're following through and meeting expectations, because when I come in next week, we are moving forward. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you soon.